Why the person who needs less often appears to control more. There's a truth most people discover too late. In emotional dynamics, dependence often creates vulnerability, and the person who feels they have less to lose often appears to hold more power. Daniel was starting to see it, but not clearly enough. By now, his days had become unpredictable. His mood shifted based on her replies. His confidence rose when she gave attention and dropped when she pulled away. Without realizing it, he had given someone else access to his emotional state. And once someone controls your emotional rhythm, they don't need to control anything else. But here's where many people misunderstand something important. Emotional detachment is not the same as emotional health. Some people are emotionally calm because they're secure, grounded, and self-aware. Others appear calm because they've learned to hide, withdraw, or avoid vulnerability. From the outside, both can look powerful.
But internally, they are very different. And if you don't understand that difference, you may mistake emotional distance for emotional strength. Daniel watched her closely. She never over-explained, never chased, never reacted impulsively. When plans changed, she stayed calm. When tension appeared, she stayed composed. And to Daniel, that looked like power. But what he didn't realize was that his perception of her power was being amplified by his dependence. Because when one person becomes emotionally invested and the other remains emotionally less attached, the imbalance becomes obvious. One waits, one wonders, one overthinks, and the other simply moves. In relationship psychology, perceived power often shifts toward the person who feels less urgency for external validation, not because they are better, not because they are colder, but because emotional independence changes behavior. You stop chasing, you stop forcing.
You stop negotiating your worth. And that changes everything. Daniel finally asked himself a question he had avoided for weeks. Does she really have power over me? Or have I given my power away? That question hit harder than anything else, because deep down, he already knew the answer. She didn't create his dependence. She revealed it. Rule card. The person who controls their emotions often appears powerful. The person who depends on external validation often feels powerless. And that's where Daniel's story begins to change. Because in the next chapter, he won't be looking at her anymore. He'll be forced to face the mirror. End chapter 5.